Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. A pair of tight ends will be on the field today looking to do whatever it takes to give their team an advantage. It's Graham's Seahawks going up against Olsen's Panthers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And welcome again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Larry, he took a moment to highlight the tight ends that we're going to see in this one. I know in our production meeting we were talking about what we wanted to highlight pregame, and you said tight ends. Why did you say that?
Because it can be such a matchup issue for defenses nowadays, because these tight ends, they're oversized guys, but they can run as well. So who are you going to cover them with? If you use a traditional linebacker, they're usually going to run past those guys. If you're going to use a smaller corner, maybe they'll be too big. Can a safety match up and run with them and also use enough bulk to keep them from just having their way? So many ways that tight ends are used nowadays. They're fun to watch.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
One of the more cerebral quarterbacks in the NFL, analyzes situations, watches a ton of tape, adapts his game to whatever is presented in front of him. And despite the fact he's been in the league for 6 years, the future still bright for Russell Wilson.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Thomas Davis from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
At some point, the doubters have to just kind of back off with Doug Baldwin, don't they? I mean, we're talking about back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, had over 90 catches in 2016. He's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, but he's going to be productive.
2016, also his first Pro Bowl as well. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Wilson throwing again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Again, Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for Comeback Player of the Year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
Wilson will throw again. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina Panthers led out by that man, Cam Newton, brought along slowly after offseason shoulder surgery. And also, he was busy in the offseason, welcomed his second child into the world, so got a lot going on right now.
Yeah, beautiful baby girl, but the big thing for the Panthers, will the shoulder be right for the season? You mentioned them bringing him along slowly. I think he'll be there to start everything. And in the offseason, they drafted some guys to take some pressure off. Christian McCaffrey and Curtis Samuel. A couple of darts out of the backfield so you can get the ball to them easily.
Now Newton on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Second down now after the pass completion. Throwing is Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart, and it's 3rd and short. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing again is Newton. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A final shot before the break. Newton. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Panthers and the Seahawks are not doing much on the ground, and it's easy to see why that would play into this low-scoring game. We'll have to see if either team gets it going on the ground in the second half. All right, let's roll those highlights. 1st and 10. Davis going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Sticking with the same drive. Wilson's on point with the throw, and he'll be tackled at the 11-yard line. Continuing on the drive, Graham's by himself here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Seahawks up by a touchdown. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Wilson on first down. Completes it to Marcel Reese. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They go again with Rawls. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Throwing now is Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you. That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Back to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's back to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play. And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal. And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up? No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. One last shot for Wilson. Now in desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.